Hi everyone, welcome to Free Handly Made AU Crochet. My name's Nisi. You're hanging out with me here in Big Sky, Montana, and I'm having technical issues and I don't know what's going on. Why am I not live right now? This makes no sense. Oh, here we go. All right, I think I look clear. So weird. This is so weird. See, we've got 4 people in here. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay because I'm having some issues and I know it's the weather. So if I sound okay and I look okay, put 5 by 5 in the chat. Now I'm only, let's see. Let me switch, let me hop over to YouTube. Okay, I'm at YouTube. Okay, I look fine. I just don't know if I sound okay. And I'm not seeing anybody chatting in the chat. And that's very unusual. What is going on? This is really weird. Why is the chat not working? Let me see. Let me hop over here. Is there anyone chatting over here? No? No one's chatting in the chat. I want to make sure this is working properly because I'm having major issues. Hey, Marianne. Okay, so the chat is actually working. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm never certain with Restream. Okay, hi everyone. This may be our last porch chat on the porch. We may have to go to couch chats going forward. It's weather permitting. We'll see because we've got a cold front that's supposed to be coming through tonight. And they were talking about maybe possible snow. So we'll see. I'm thinking though, if we get snow, it's just going to be on the top of the mountains. It's not going to be like, well, I am on a mountain, so I may see like a little flurry here or there, but down in town, I don't think they're going to see any snow, but we'll see. Hey, MommaSwift. Okay, no further ado, because Jack's going live at noon. So I have some things to discuss with you all. So I got done with week 8 and week 9 on blanket number 1, which is my Happy Heart Afghan. So let me move back so you guys can get a good look at it. And then we'll discuss measurements. Wearing last year's Boggy Creek Blanket Brigade swag. All right, so this is the front. Here it is. So what I want to discuss with y'all is the measurements. So I'm going to have to update the pattern. Crazy Engine Treasures, Trish. Hey girl, good to see you. So I chained 101, but you end up with 100 stitches is what I originally did on the pattern. But I need to change it, you guys, because unless you want to do a really nice thick border, like thick border, your blanket's going to be just a tad too small. So the width is about 3 inches short. And because you have to have at least 35 inches wide and you have to have at least 40 inches in length. And the length is about 3 about 3 inches short as well. So I am going to be able to use my thick border that I used with my original blanket, which will be a plus. So it is salvageable, but if you're going to do this pattern, I'm going to update the pattern tonight. And then I plan to do the tutorial for this blanket tomorrow, and I'll drop it as soon as I can. Weather permitting, I'll drop the video as soon as I can. But just know that, and if Gail is in here, I have a viewer, her name's Gail. I've sent this pattern to her 2 times now. Girl, 3rd time's the charm. If you're watching in the background, you're going to want to chain at least 110. Yep. Now, when I originally did this pattern, and I didn't do it luck of the draw style, I just did it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hang on, put my phone on do not disturb. Give me 1 second. There we go. That way we don't have any interruptions. You know, the amount of change you did really didn't matter because it wasn't luck of the draw. It was just the blanket, and you could just keep going. You can keep your rows going until you reach a measurement you wanted. But with luck of the draw, it's very specific. You've got 10 weeks. And after the end of that 10 weeks, your blanket needs to be a certain size. So I'm going to say you're definitely going to want you're going to want 110 stitches. So you're going to want to chain 111 to get 110 stitches. 104 stitches I don't think is going to be enough. It's if you do 105 chains, I don't think that's going to be enough. I think you're going to need to go to 110, even with this weight 4 yarn, because I used weight 4 yarn, so that you can get the width and the length that you need. Hey Carrie, I was hanging out with them in Discord for a little bit. So hello to the other Carrie. Carrie number 1, Carrie number 2. So I will definitely be updating the pattern, and I will get that situated. And then Carrie Jet went in. I'm going to email you, and I'll take a picture of this blanket, and then I will attach it to the pattern. And then Jet went in. I'm going to email you the pattern, and it can be a free digital download for anyone who wants it. If you want to do like a QR, like the little picture code, I don't know how you want to do that, but I'd like to contribute that to the Yarny Social. And then people, if they want to make it, they can make it. If they don't have to, but at least they'll have the option. They'll have a way to get to it. So I'll get that done and situated by this Sunday. Blanket number 2, I just started week 9 on that. I got 1 more row to do on the main color, and then I got to do the 2 rows of the neutral, and then I'll measure it, and that'll have to be a video because I didn't want to show it in the middle. I didn't want to show it until I got week 9 done. And I didn't quite have enough time to get week 9 done because I had other things I had to get done this morning. So I'll do that as a separate video. And then, so those are the corrections. Oh, also, I forgot to put in the pattern that when you're on your last row of half double crochets, you want to make sure that you're on the front side of that. And then you're going to want to turn your work, and you're going to want to do the last row of just single crochets on the back side of the blanket. And then, and then that way your blanket's set up to do the border, because you need to start the border. If you're going to be doing my border, you need to do the border on the front side of the blanket. So I'm actually going to tie off, and then I have this thing where I have to start on the right side of the blanket when I do my borders. I could technically not tie off and go ahead and just do my border, start my border, but I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. So I'm going to tie off, and I'll be starting on the right side of my blanket, front facing me, and I'll start my border with the neutral color. And then what I do is I do my round of half double crochets, and then I do a round of single crochets first to set up my border, and then with the same neutral color I do a round of half double crochets, and then on the luck of the draw color, whatever luck of the draw, I try to go in order, kind of sort of I used just 5 colors one time. So if I started with green, so like my first row was green, I'll do green in the third back loop of the half double crochet, and then I'll do the turquoise, the pink, and the purple, the burgundy, and that will be done. And then the very last row is going to be the neutral color again. And I think, do I do just a single crochet or do I do a half double and then I do a half double again, and then I do one more row of the neutral single crochet to end the blanket. So that should give me, I'm hoping that's going to give me 3 inches of a border. I'm hoping. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm hoping it will. We'll see. Well, y'all just have to cross your fingers for me. And I don't even know if that's going to give me the length I need either. It may be just for this blanket. Hey, Michelle. Yes, Michelle crochets. With this blanket, it may be that I may not be able to do my traditional border with this blanket. I may have to do a taller border, like a ribbing almost kind of border, to bring this blanket to the size that it needs to be, because Nisi oopsed. I didn't do enough of the width and I didn't do enough of the length. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Maybe I should have done, because I only wanted one row of half doubles in between the colors because of the way my stitch work was working. So I'm going to have to really look at this blanket and I'm going to have to do some alterations. So instead of there only being just one line of half double of the neutral, there may be more than one row of the neutral in between the main colors. But I wanted the main colors to be what popped out. So I got to figure it out. We'll see. I may have to get with Jax and MommaSwift behind the scenes to figure it out, because you want your texture stitches to be on the front of the blanket, not showing in the back of the blanket. So I don't know. I'm not used to designing. This is the first time I've designed a blanket. So especially, or turned what when I first designed the Happy Heart Afghan, it was for Boggy Creek as a whole, and it wasn't specifically for Luck of the Draw. So this being for Luck of the Draw has kind of made it a little bit more challenging for me. And considering that I've never designed anything really before except for a hat, is proving to be a challenge. So kudos to those of you that design all the time, because wow. Anyway, let me pay attention to the chat and see what we got going on here, and then I'll show you some of the other things that I have going on. Hey, Terry, glad you made it. Welcome in. Let's see. I said hi to MommaSwift. There's my friend Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And there's Sapphire's Love. Hello. She wants to know how everyone is doing. And then there's Jet One in. Carrie. Ola Joe is in here. Hello, Ola Joe. She's eating while she's listening. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hello, Norma. Welcome in. Hi, Sally. How are you? Yeah, we still have some green leaves, but they're more of a yellowish green, so they're definitely getting ready to fall. We have all of our bushes down here we had a really bad windstorm, so the ones that totally turned reddish purple, there's barely anything left to take a picture of because, well, the wind blew all the leaves off the bush, but we have. And then our other red maple down there barely has any leaves left on it either because of the windstorm. So I was hoping to get some really pretty fall leaf pictures this year, but the wind's not cooperating. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the blanket. It's going to Boggy. You're going to figure it out. Well, MommaSwift, let me know what you come up with, because I got the width solved. Now getting the length needs to be solved. So I'm going to have to add a row of half double crochets in there somewhere. Hi, Bonnie. So that we can have a longer blanket. Still leave room enough for a border because the border is part of the star of the Happy Heart Afghan. But we'll get it figured out. Hi, Leslie. Welcome in, everyone. Your leaves haven't changed much yet, Bonnie? Ours is definitely going to start changing now that the weather's starting to drop. So how many of you guys were over at the birthday party that was thrown for Don Aaron and for Kendall last night? I had so much fun. I didn't really participate in the giveaway. My son's running because there's a wasp. I can't believe they're still out because, well, oh, and I see why. I'm going to have to call our pest control guy. There's several wasp mud homes up there in the rafters. Yep, I'll be getting a hold of Dave today. I'll take a picture so he knows where they're at. Hey, KK. Shoot, I got squirrel moment. What was I saying, you guys? I'll let him know you said hi, Sally. He ran inside the house when the wasp came around. So he run, Forrest, run right back into the cabin. I don't remember what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying. I have a lot more squirrel moments now because I had to get off my medication because of my kidneys. And so now the ADHD autistic brain is running wild. It's loose and running wild. And I have so many squirrel moments. It's ridiculous. The blanket. What was I saying about the blanket, Ola Joe? I said we get it figured out, and then I was saying something else. Oh, thank you. Don Aaron's birthday. Jeez. Anyway, I didn't participate in the giveaway itself as far as trying to win anything. I was just there to kind of make sure that no undesirables somehow came into the chat. And I just monitored the chat, and I basically just enjoyed watching, and I laughed a lot. I laughed a lot last night. Those ladies are so funny. It was Kendall, Denise, and Dawn, and all three of them were wearing the birthday crowns that Kendall had sent for them to wear, and they lit up. So stinking cute. And I just had fun watching everyone winning their gifts from all those that donated. It was a lot of fun, and I was crocheting while I was watching, and it was a lot of fun to be there. I really enjoyed it a lot. So let's see. Yes, if you guys missed the live last night, do the replay. You'll enjoy it. It was so much fun. Yep, Jet won, and you did. She won. She won something from Kendall. It was some yarn. She won yarn from Kendall last night. She was definitely one of the winners. You had a lot of laughs too. Oh my gosh, I laughed so much. I really did. I did. I laughed a lot. There are mud daubers. They're a type, but not dangerous. The ones we have, it's not really mud. Well, it's mud, but it's more like a grayish color. And these ones will sting you and keep stinging you until you have a way to get them off of you. Like the ones that we have here are not. They hurt. We've been stung by them several times. So, I wish they were more like our bees, where if you just be still, the bees won't really bother you. But these ones, they'll attack you, which is why my son ran, because it literally, I think they sense your pheromones or your movement or something, and it directly went around his head. So he took off to safer area. So, oh gosh, yes, Nightbot. So their Nightbot kept choosing. The Nightbot kept choosing the birthday hosts over and over again. It was so funny. It was hilarious. What am I waiting for? Hang on. Let me see. What are you talking about, Leslie? What are you talking about, Leslie? Hang on a minute. I missed something in the chat. Let's see if I can. Last thing I see is Leslie saying Dawn's party. Got my mouse out with me. They might be. They may not be they may not be a wasp. They may be hornets, Bonnie. I can't remember. They're either hornets or wasps, but they attack you and they sting and they hurt. Let's see. You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait to see. You'll have to wait and see mine until Mama Wrench gets it in the mail. Oh, that's right. She won. Mama Wrench was another one that won. Is that what you're talking about, Leslie? Mama Wrench won one of your prizes. Was yours the mystery one? Was yours the mystery gift? Yeah, your donation to the party. I was up till midnight working on blanket number 1, and I'm tired today. I was supposed to go to a church conference, women's conference today, that I was signed up for, but I have so much I have to get done around here before we go to Idaho. And plus I didn't get anything done yesterday because Mr. Handsome and I spent part of the day together. We went for our motorcycle ride. It was such a beautiful ride. Oh my gosh, the weather was perfect. The sky was completely blue and clear. You could still see the moon today as of 11:30 a.m. By 1 o'clock, though, you couldn't see the moon anymore because, we had tilted the earth tilts and moves and whatnot. But by 1, the moon was behind the mountains. But 11:30 a.m., you could still see the moon in the sky. And I shared that picture with my coffee members and my October coffee free members as well. But the weather was just gorgeous. And so I didn't get much done because we didn't get home until like 3 in the afternoon. And then I had dishes and I had to make dog food and feed the dogs, and you know how it is. So I didn't get a whole lot of crocheting done yesterday as far as during the day. So I stayed up late last night to get some caught up crocheting done because I'm running really far behind. Sharon, you saw the picture I posted? Oh, we had so much fun, Sharon. We really did. It was a blast. You made all your Christmas cards, Bonnie? Well, you are ahead of the game. You're making a journal now, and you said you'd never make one. Never say never. It was such a beautiful day, Sally. I really enjoyed myself. I don't have leathers yet, and I really do need to get leathers because they protect you in case the bike gets laid down and you go for skidding across the pavement. The leathers really save your body in that way. You may still get some broken bones, but at least you're not getting major road rash. But I have not found a leather shop here, and I'm shocked because we have a ton of bikers here. So where's our leather shop at? And I ain't trying to buy Harley leathers because those are way too expensive. Anyway, so I don't know if I can lose this 10 more pounds, I may actually be able to fit into my mother-in-law's leathers. I told my husband, don't get rid of those yet because I'm losing weight. So if I can lose just a little more weight, I'll be able to fit in her leathers, and then I won't have to buy any leathers. So there's motivation for you. Your Tunisian wrap is on your post. You posted it last week. Oh, on your channel, Bonnie. Let me see if I can pull it up. Your pics aren't great though, you said? Let me see if I can pull it up. It was just gorgeous. And right now the sun keeps peeking in and out of the clouds. Let's see. Real quick, I ran across, I was in Lori's. I watched, no, not Lori's. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I was in a live this morning, and of course now I can't think of her name right now off the top of my head. I cannot. Songwriter, it's Margaret. Her name's Margaret, and her channel's Songwriter something Crochet. Anyway, I was in her live this morning for a few minutes visiting with Miss Margaret, and there was this young, brand new content creator, crocheter. His name is Nick, and his channel is called Nick's Crochet Craziness. He doesn't have very many videos up. He has 57 subscribers. He's on the young side. I don't know what his age is, but I know he's definitely younger. I think he's younger. I don't know. You can't really go by the voice. But I'm going to drop his link in the chat so you guys can go check him out and show him a Yarny welcome to our community. If you guys do go over there, tell him that Nisi sent you. Actually, he doesn't know me by Nisi. Tell him Freehandly Made sent you. He knows me by Freehandly Made. He just met me today. But he's got a couple of videos up, a couple of, tutorials up. Let me see if I can pull you up, Bonnie. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to get over to you through, because you're one of my October free coffee members. So I'm just going to click on your icon and get over to you faster that way. Let's see. Here you are. Bloop. All right, let me go over to your post. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen so you guys can take a look at this. See, share screen. All right. I wish there was, is there a way I can make this bigger? Probably not. Let me see. What if I clicked on it? So there's the wrap, you guys. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. And there's a closer up picture. Look at that stitch work on that. That's absolutely gorgeous, Bonnie. I think the picture looks great. I think you did wonderful with that picture. Let me put a like. That's gorgeous. I love the color of that, Bonnie. I absolutely love that neutral color. That turned out gorgeous. I love sharing people's work that they do. I know you're proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself because that turned out absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. Songbird Creation Crochet. Thank you, Sharon. Good grief. Where would I be without you guys? Lost? Dazed and confused? I don't know. Oh goodness. It's a good thing you guys like me. That's all I can say. Okay, so the other thing I was working on is the Yarny Social crochet along, and we are doing the Tranquil Tides wrap by Bonnie McKnit. I'll need to add her information to the description of this live when we're done. But this is where I've gotten so far. And it is slightly curly down here. I don't know why it's curling in like that. I talked to Bonnie McKnits about it, and she told me a secret I can try the next one I make. But it should uncurl once I put the border on it. And also, of course, once I block it. But this is a crescent wrap. So that's where I've got done on that. And I'm on repeat 10 right now. And then I also finished my coworker's cow This is the Peekaboo shawl by Bag O' Day, and I changed it from a shawl to a cowl, and of course, obviously, this is going to be like not even a third the size of the crochet of the shawl that she did because, well, I made it into a cowl. But I did add, I sewed it together and I added a what do you call this? No, ribbing. I added ribbing or a border to it so that it's, you know, a very nice clean edge around the neck. And there's the overlap on the back. There you go. You can really see the overlap. Isn't that cute? So it turned out really good. Turned out good. And they're just shell clusters of 7 double crochets. So, and I'm also found a hat pattern because I asked her, I have all this yarn left. I have all this yarn left. I'm like, girl, I need to make you a beanie go with this. Would you wear it if I made you a beanie? She's like, yeah. So obviously I'm going to use the Burst of Kindness crown. My girl Sunita, I love that pattern. I'm obsessed with it. Still obsessed with it. Been obsessed with that crown for years. Oh gosh, now my stuff is all tangled. I'll untangle it anyway. So I'm using the Burst of Kindness crown. And then I'm using the sedge stitch. And she has a tutorial for this whole entire hat. Of course, she was using a bulky 5-weight yarn on hers, and I'm using a 4-weight. But I felt like the sedge stitch would match really nicely with the double crochet clusters on this one. It was the best I could do to get it. Plus, you know, it's got the same ribbing right here to get it to somewhat match this. So those will go together. I'm hoping this is going to fit her head. It does stretch. Keep trying it on myself. So there's a chance I may have to frog all the way up to the crown part and make the crown bigger. But I want to see how tight it's going to be once I get done with the sedge stitch. I have 2 more rounds to go on the sedge stitch, and then I can kind of judge it from there. How did that happen? Let's see if I can fix this real quick. So I thought that would be a really cute winter set for her. And she's very excited. She didn't get to see the finished project yet. She got to see this part because I had to have her try it on before I finished it. But I should have this hat finished by this weekend. So there's that. I'll hopefully be able to work on some of this tonight. And then I'm also working on a project for Sunday Stitchers, which I don't get to share that with you guys, unfortunately, until we're done. But I will share it once it's finished. And I can't even tell you what we're making. So sorry. Just giving you a teaser. And then I'm doing a make along with Cynthia Joyful Creations. Members only make along. I have no idea what it is. I thought it was going to be a bag, but now it's not looking like a bag. And I'm behind because I wasn't able to. I was having to multitask Monday night, and I didn't get to actually crochet with them. So I have to go back and watch the live and do and finish my homework and catch up. So hopefully I have time to do that. I may not. I may just be behind. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But you think it matches pretty good, Bonnie? Hi, Blessed to Crochet. How are you? You'll be doing a Connect and Grow today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I should be home by then. Working on a blanket. I'll be working on a blanket too, right along with you. For those, we've got 14 people watching. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us today. I appreciate you. So that's pretty much what I have going on right now as far as things that I'm showing. I am working on my grandson's blanket. I have not gotten anything else done since the last 4 squares because I've been working on all this stuff. And I was hoping I was going to be able to get to his blanket this weekend, but it's not looking like that's going to happen because I got to get that wrap done before the social because one, I need it done because I'm gifting it to somebody who's going to be at the Yarny social, and two, I got to have it done for show and tell. So I'm a great supporter of everybody. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I try to support. Unfortunately I'm having to be a replay queen a lot because, well, of my job, but I do my best. I do. I know last night while I was crocheting, I watched all 38, well, 37, because I'm one of the 38. I watched all 38 videos of all of the channels that are participating in the Fall Fest 25 giveaway. Watched every single one of them to the end, and some of them were long. Some of them were over 7 minutes long. So I let it run because I wasn't going to. I mean, I can enter in for the giveaway, but I don't usually do that. I was just there to support. So I let their video run, so they got my watch hours. Then I commented, liked, and shared. So there's 37 shares last night on my community tab. So if you don't want to go to the playlist link, just go to my community tab and scroll through all the channels that I shared last night. So I wanted to make sure that every single one of those creators got shared time from me, because that's what Fall Fest is about. So it'll be interesting to see who wins the grand prizes, because the grand prize winner, and there's only one, gets all the prizes from all 38 people. So it is a lot of videos, girl. Yes, KK, it was a lot of videos, but I got through them, darn it. I did. And I did. I let them run all the way till they were done. So you've watched the playlist twice, and then we watched a second video. Yes, I also watched a lot of second videos last night too. Blessed to Crochet. I did. I did. Um, many of the creators I've already been subscribed to for over a year, so I didn't have to watch a lot of second videos. Thank goodness. I can count on one hand how many people I had to watch a second video for. So because a lot of those people I already knew from when I was gardening and when I was doing homesteading stuff. But, since my diet has changed and there's just so many different types of vegetables that I cannot eat. And there's very limited vegetables that I can grow here in my climate. Um, it just wasn't my niche. And, I still grow stuff. Like I didn't grow anything this year because of my medical condition and the surgery, but next year I'll probably do mostly lettuce. Mostly lettuce. I can't eat tomatoes, so there's no point in me growing tomatoes anymore. So I don't know. I got to figure out what I want to do gardening wise. But that's why I knew most of them already, was because that's my sister-in-law. And when I first started coming back onto YouTube, I was heavily involved in the homesteading community at that time. And then I got the crochet bug, and here we are 3 years later or 4 years later. I don't know. It's time flies so fast. KK, you're bad at to let you let's see. I'm so bad to let videos play and then you forget to comment. That happens to me too sometime. It's all about the connection, and we are not far away from 2K. Type friends in the chat. FRIENDS. Type friends, and Nightbot will drop your link. Mainly because I watch on my TV and you can't comment there. Oh yeah, you're right. You can't comment when you're on the TV. You're right. I'm not a huge plant person, Bonnie. I'm just so dang busy. There's only so many things I can do in a day, you know? You glad I got the crochet bug? Yeah, I got the crochet bug bad. I mean, I can't wait to get off work and get I can't wait to get off work, get my responsibilities done at home so I can sit on my recliner and crochet for the rest of the night. That's what I look forward to every day, is to crochet. I mean, I look forward to seeing my boys and our fur babies, don't take me wrong, but as far as being able to relax. That's what I do to relax. There you go. There you go. Nightbot dropped you. So, where are we at? Oh, we're doing good. Man, I'm ahead of schedule today. Let me everybody take a drink. Clink, clink. Hydration's important. Watch hours. So I will say one of the things that Fall Fest has definitely done for me, which is a blessing, is because people are watching that second video. I've had some really old videos that are being watched. They haven't been watched in a long time. I'm like, where's all these views coming from? Where's the people coming from? And then I figured it out. It's from Fall Fest. People are coming in, they're watching a second video, and they're just choosing whichever video. And my watch hours are now at 1,450. So we're almost halfway there to remonetization. Almost. So yes, if you guys will run my playlist, that would be great. I have a play all playlist, and help me get my watch hours. And I'm going to start doing some pop-ups. Maybe try and do at least one more live during the week. And it'll just be a pop-up. And then whoever comes, and whoever doesn't. And there's always a replay. And I'll have to do it whenever it's convenient for me. Hopefully I don't end up on top of one of my friends. I'm going to try not to do that, but at the same time, I need watch hours. So what do? You know? Oh, it's so hard. It's so difficult. So, and then hopefully the tutorial that I'm going to be doing, hopefully those will get some views too. So we'll see. KK says she gave up on watch hours. Art took a dive and they continue to drop no matter how many videos we put out. LOL. Yeah. I was talking to Sunita, and really the watch hours, the public watch hours, the ones you get the most of is through lives. And I'm like you, KK. I'm lucky if I can even do one live a week. But the way to get your watch hours back up is to do several lives during the week. I can't do several, but I can probably do 2. So it is what it is. You can only go live when life allows. I know, KK. And it's so hard because you don't want to miss your friends who are going live. You don't want to be on top of them, you know? You were the winner of extra support wheel this week, so we ran one of your playlists this week. Oh, thank you. I didn't even know I won anything. Well, thank you so much. Hi, Renee Unraveled. How are you? Happy Saturday to you too. I like your little logo. Your little Halloween witch logo. It's cute. Just pop up whenever you do. Just pop up whenever. Wait, just pop up whenever you have an extra half hour. That's actually a good idea, Bonnie. Just do a 30-minute live. That's a good idea. Maybe on the nights when Mr. Handsome is sleeping really heavy and soundly, and I know he's not going to wake up until it's time for him to go to work. Let's see. KK says, I think YouTube has some new algorithm stuff going on. I hate to do lives because I don't want to step on anyone's toes. It causes drama. It really shouldn't cause drama, though. Nobody owns a time slot. Nobody owns this time slot. People can go live during the time I go live anytime they want. I don't have ownership of the 11 to 12 time slot. I don't own this time slot. I don't own YouTube. I'm not a CEO. That's what the replay is for. But I do understand a lot of people don't like doing replays because they like the interaction. They like being able to interact with their friends in the chat. And they like to interact with the host during the live in the chat. And I totally get that because I'm like that a lot of the time too. But I want to support so badly that I'll do replays. But not everybody likes to do replay. So, just kind of is what it is. Hello, the WSFN channel. How are you? Happy Saturday to you too. Welcome in. Hang on. Bonnie says, hang on. My mouse is doing weird things. You got to do what you got to do until you get your watch hours, girl. They'll understand. I hope they will, because I don't do anything on purpose. That's for sure. That's why you like your every other week schedule. We did a short about it, and we did a channel shout out last week and I'm going to have to go back and look that up. I keep forgetting to watch shorts. I do. My son, though, he's a shorts queen. That's all he watches is shorts, and I keep forgetting that the shorts are there. And you're going to go live at the Yarny Social, right? That should be some good watch hour. I am. I do plan on going live at the Yarny Social at my normal time. I got to figure out how to set that up. Obviously I'll do it for my phone, and I'll bring my tripod, and I'll just set it up right there on the table, and I'll go live as we crochet. There'll be a lot of noise in the background, though, a lot of different conversations going on, but yeah, I'm planning to go live during the Yarny Social for sure. Maybe I can walk around the room, show some of the vendors. Let's see. Bonnie says that should not cause drama. If people get mad, I don't want to be friends with that person because they're not right, says Bonnie. I don't know. People are just different, Bonnie. People are just different. Man, if you own YouTube, wow, talk about the money. Yep. MommaSwift's like me. She's a replay queen too. Her and I were talking about that today. Was it today or last night? We were talking about it, how we do a lot of replays. There are so many people on YouTube who like different people, so you're always going to get some people. That's true. You will. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, as one would say. Let's see. Casey said, that's Bonnie. That's right too. I just hate to upset people. I tried to maintain peace. Yep, that's true. Not everybody likes everybody. There's people that don't care for me. And, there's people that I don't care for. I mean, I still, I'm not rude, to them at all. Definitely not. I go by what my grandmother told me. If you can't say something nice, you just don't say anything at all. So I think that the algorithm with YouTube has been changing because mine been going up and down a lot. There's a lot of new algorithm stuff going on. They've actually posted it in the YouTube studio for creators. So if you haven't seen that video, you need to go watch it. It just posted late last week. And a lot of it is AI driven, just so you know. Shorts, they're allowing shorts to be a little bit longer. They've been concentrating more on shorts. And then the old way of doing your descriptions, like with all the hashtags, aren't as useful anymore because people aren't using the search box as much as they used to. So there's that. If I can remonetize, it would be great. If it doesn't happen, I still have coffee. I still have coffee memberships. I don't have a lot of coffee members because a lot of people don't know how to use coffee, or they don't want to use coffee. It's having memberships on YouTube is more convenient for your subscriber. It's more convenient for your channel member because they get all the announcements in real time. You're not having to email people from behind. You're not having to do all this crazy stuff behind the scenes that I'm doing. And people prefer that. And there are people, they like to do the super chats and super stickers because one, their name gets put up in lights, and people like to be recognized for that. Coffee will, you can do a donation through coffee and it will show up in my chat. But it doesn't give you it. I don't know if it gives you the name of the person or not. It's been a while since someone's done a donation while I've been live through coffee. I can't remember, but I do know that it never told me how much the person donated. And that's kind of a con because when you're donating, one of the fun things is to see how much was donated. So the host can say, hey, thank you for that $10, or you know what I mean? Thanks for that $2 super chat, or thanks for that 99-cent sticker. And coffee isn't as descriptive, I think. So, there's a lot of reasons. Also, when I do a members only video or a members only post, I have to do it all behind the scenes. I have to do the video unlisted. I have to send that link out so you guys can get to it. And, it's inconvenient for people. People like instant gratification. And when you're doing things behind the scenes, it's not instant gratification. Whereas, with coffee, if I do a members live and you're a member of mine, you're going to get that notification right away. So, anybody else know you're subscribed to people, but they aren't showing up in your feed? Yes, KK. I've been having that issue too. I've missed a lot because of that. And the notifications aren't always working either. That's KK. That has been happening for years and years and years and years and years. That's always been a problem with YouTube. That's nothing new. It's always been a problem with YouTube. The 8 years I've been on YouTube, 8 to 10 years I've been on this platform, that has always been a problem. Always. I bet some would love to see the vendors there if it helps those who could not make it. I'll definitely do a walk around like I did last year during the live for sure. Hi, Zach. I just need to make sure I know who the people are that aren't going to want to be on video so I don't get them by accident. You know what I mean? Hugs, Zach. It was good hanging out with you for a little bit last night. Bye, Sally. Have a good day. That's right. Kindness matters. I'm your cup of tea, KK. Aw, thank you. You're my cup of tea too, honey. Everyone's hugging Sally on her way out. That's me. Walk away from all that negative energy. Yeah, I can't do negative energy. We don't do negative energy here. We're laid back here. We're kind here. We're loving here. This is a place of relaxation. Relaxation only. Chillax. Chillax zone. Chillax zone. And I like to, if I'm having a hard time, and I want to be happy on my lives. I like to smile a lot and I like to laugh a lot on my lives. And if I'm in a headspace where I can't do that, I'll be canceling Porch Chat because I can't. This is my happy place and I have to make sure that this stays my happy place. So there's been times when I was feeling under the weather, or especially like when my father died, I was just not in the headspace to be on camera. And I didn't have, that's what hurt my channel, was I didn't have Porch Chat for like 6 months, might have been even 8 months. And that was it. That did my channel in. So, and another thing too is I'm not a career YouTuber. This is not my job. This is a place to literally hang out. So if it happens, awesome. We'll have a party. But if it, we'll have another party. We'll have a remonetization party. But if it doesn't happen, it's not a deal breaker. It's not a big deal, you guys. It's going to be okay. So it's not a must-have situation for me. Does that make sense? I would just like it so it'd be easier to have memberships for those who really want to be members, but they just don't want to do the coffee thing. I totally get it and understand it. So it's not a big deal. It really isn't. You love longer content, but I guess in this day and time, the amount of time most people want to give is more aligned with the time of shorts. Yeah, and there is a group of people. There's a lot of people on YouTube though that don't mind 5 to 8 minute videos. And then there's some people that like really long content. Like I love Juan's podcasts. His podcasts can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. It's like watching a TV show for me. I'll put it on and I'll do dishes, I'll do laundry, and I'll do chores, and I'll crochet while watching him. There's just all different types, right? YouTube definitely represents the world we live in. There's all types of people in this world, and there's all types of viewers on YouTube. So you've been on YouTube too much in the last month, Bonnie? Oh, you haven't been on YouTube because you've had a lot going on. So yeah, sometimes life does that to you. Renee says she buys yarn from people that she likes. Lots of ways to support. That's true too. I've bought yarn from creators. I bought yarn from My Precious Yarnery, Angie. I've bought yarn from Dawn Aaron, Loving Hand Creations. I bought yarn from Melissa, and I can't remember My Crochet Story, Melissa. She is not making yarn right now. Her Etsy shop has a "I'll be back soon" sign on it, which made me sad. I bought yarn from her. So, yeah, definitely. I bought yarn from, what is her name? Raina Cakes. Miss Raina. She doesn't have really content, but she's on YouTube, and I found her through Dawn Aaron. I bought some of her cakes, which I've done nothing with yet, you guys, by the way. Bonnie says she pops up into lives and watches, and she doesn't really say anything most of the time, and she hits the like button. You just like to watch from the treehouse. That's all. I'm a treehouse watcher. I hang out in my treehouse and watch from afar all the time. Is it something I'm doing or YouTube? It's a YouTube issue, KK. It's not you. It's a YouTube issue. It's been an issue for YouTube probably since YouTube started. Yeah, that's what I do. I go through my subscription list. Well, I go through my notification bell first, and then I go through my subscription list. It all has to do with the algorithm. It really does. Zach, do you have to work today, sweetie? That's right. It's chillax mode. Chillax zone. I go to lives to enjoy, kind of like a crochet group just online. It is. It is like a crochet group online. I agree. I like to support more than create. I am outside a lot and listening. There's a lot of people like that. I know, Mom. I got your message today. I'm praying for Crystal. I promise. I'm praying for her. Praying for you too. See, Zach says he canceled the last 2 weeks on his life because I just wasn't feeling it and my mental health wasn't there. You were sad. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking a break, Zach, when you need to. You know, we're not always going to we're not always going to fill up to doing lives, you know? You got to take care of yourself. It's hard for me to watch everybody because I'm a paper crafter and I watch the paper crafters too. The struggle is real, LOL. I bet. It's hard to catch everybody. It really is. There's Nancy. Hi, our treasure home. Hugs. Good to see you in here. Bye, Sanita. I didn't know you were in here, honey. I'm so sorry. Hugs. Oh, you're probably gone already. She's heading to see her dad. Love you. I hope you saw the hat. If not, I'll send you a picture. You have a great weekend too. My hands are starting to get cold. The temperature is definitely dropping. I'm just scrolling through the chat, you guys. You're a wonderful supporters to so many. Oh, thank you. I try. I do try hard. Bye, KK. It was good to see you. Oh, you're welcome. That's what my porch is for, man. Forget about your troubles. Come, get your favorite drink. Get a hook and yarn in your hand, or a needle and yarn in your hand, or paper craft, or diamond painting, whatever it is you like to do to relax and chillax. That's what my house is for. You work at 3:30? Okay, well, you have a good day at work. There's Lori. Hey, Lori, I shouted Nick out in the very beginning of the live. Oh, you don't even no. I mean, no. You're not Margaret. You're Lori. Speaking of Lori, I shouted you out on my community tab is what I meant to say. Lori has a cool video that posted to, was it today? Did you post that today? I watched it this morning, and she has a friend, Becky, and there's a couple of other channels that she shouted out in her video. So you guys go check that video out. I like finding new creators, people that I don't know. And I did head over to Becky's this morning, and I watched her video where she cut the sleeves off a sweatshirt and she crocheted sleeves onto the sweatshirt. She crocheted granny stitch sleeves onto the sweatshirt. That was a cool video. Hi, Crystal. I hung out with Crystal and Ian last night for a little bit before I went to bed while I was finishing up my blanket. Bye, Lori. Oh, no, Lori's saying bye to Zach. You did see the hat? Okay, good. I may have to redo it, though. It may be too small. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, you're welcome. Smiling is good for the soul and the face. It's exercise for your face. I know it's Thanksgiving in Canada. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends. Katrina was talking about that last night, how their Thanksgiving is in October, which makes sense because October is harvest and fall. And then, of course, USA, we have to be different, right? Our Thanksgiving's not until like the end of November. Oh, it's okay, Jen. Jen, you're never late here. You come and go as you please, sweetie. You come and go as you please or as you need to. All right, what time is it? We got to go. You have a sweatshirt that you want to do that with? You got to go check out Becky's channel. It's the third video, Lori. I think it's the third video. If you hit her video tab, it's the third one over. You'll see it because you'll see this. It's a picture of the sweatshirt with her sleeves showing. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. This live is set up to direct us straight over to Jax's house. So when you get over there, just do a porch chat parade and throw all kinds of purple emojis in the chat. And I'll see you guys over there. In the meantime, I'll try and keep you guys updated on these projects. And I do plan to do porch chat next week, although we'll see if it's going to be on the porch or not. We'll see. If not, we'll do a couch chat. Either way, I'll try to make sure that I'm live next week. And then I do plan to go live on October 23rd while I'm at the Yarny Social at the normal time that I go live. It'll definitely be a different kind of live. I don't know how well I'll be able to keep up with the chat. I will have my laptop with me, and I'll have my phone with me, and I'll walk around so you guys can see the vendors. I just may not when I'm doing the walk around, I may not be able to keep up with the chat very well. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, XOXO hugs everyone. We'll see you